Alrighty, once again, here's my little pouch that I made. Alright, it's time to let y'all in on a secret. Last week, I got a G-tube because my esophagus hates me. I have achalasia, esophageal spasms, which has resulted in dysphagia. I'm not exactly sure how to say it, but it means difficulty swallowing. And stenosis in my esophagus, which means narrowing. All of that has led to it being difficult to eat a lot of foods unless they're highly processed, which then they go down, which is partly the reason why so much weight gain. But I got a G-tube and I want to take you on my journey. So I'm brand new at this, but first I'd like to read a disclaimer to you because everybody knows has to have a disclaimer. So hang on. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing in this video should be considered medical advice. I am using information I have found in books, online, and people with personal experience with a G-tube. Any questions or concerns with your nutrition or care should be directed towards your medical team. If you feel you need immediate care, go to your nearest emergency room or call 911. Sadly, I have to go back to work Friday and work the weekend, which is okay because I do miss going to work, but I'm gonna miss sleeping till 8:30. I have a lot of problems with my esophagus and it has spasms, so I usually don't even get good sleep until 5 o'clock in the morning. But this is what I gotta do now, so I'm gonna try to show you what I do from a daily basis. I probably won't be posting every day because I do work. When I work 12 hours, and that's healthcare, so yeah. Alrighty, first of all, when you're in the shower, you need to keep the shower head behind you. This is at least in the healing stages, and let the water hit your back. They prefer you to take a bath, so in water that's not coming up above your stoma. But if you can't do that, which I'm not gonna get in the bathtub, sorry, I'd rather take a shower. Keep the water to your back, and when you get out, make sure you dry it. But let's go clean it. Alrighty, here it is. It's got what's called a dangler. And I'm gonna show you what I'm learning how to do to clean it. So stick around. You're going to assemble everything that you need or you think you'll need. I got Q-tips. I got my gauze sponge that I'm going to put on afterwards and scissors to cut it. I have some soap, some warm water. I'm going to put the soap in. There's Dot. That's my box of sponges for that. And then I've got a cleaning sponge. So let's get on to it and I'll show you what I need to do. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get this scrub, and I'm just going to put a little bit, maybe just a couple of drops into the water. Put the lid on and shake it. My bowl have to shake it over the sink because it leaks. That's alright. Stop playing with the cat. Alrighty, I'm going to remove this, and yeah, it's pretty gross, but that's normal. I'm going to get a Q-tip, put it in the water. We'll go around in a circular motion. I'm going to do that twice. Starting close to the tube in the middle of the stoma and working my way out. Alrighty. Get a clean one with some clean water and go around it and clean that. a couple of times. Get my big sponge. I'm also going to wet it. Just to go all the way around it. Again, making sure all the soap is gone. I'm going to use a dry side. Then I'm going to get a clean one that's never been wet. And dry that off. I'm still kind of fat, but still kind of swollen too, so oh well. Okay, then I'm going to get this one. This is just a little 2x2. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half like that. I cut just a little slit in it. And then I'm going to stick my scissors through that slit. And cut down like that. So I have it like that. And I'm just putting it around here. Now remember, this is all stuff that I have learned from YouTube, a friend of mine whose daughter had one of these, and Facebook groups, because my doctor didn't give me any instructions. But that's a whole different story. Alright, I made a little pouch for my dangle tube because I didn't like it. I'm not having it hanging down. But anyway. I made it so it'll clip on my bra. For those who don't wear bras, you could just clip it inside your shirt or put a safety pin inside your shirt. And then I'm just going to tuck this down into the pocket. Like that. And I put a little snap on it. Get that snapped. So I have that hanging out, and then the clamp is there, so this is not going to pull out. And then it hangs rather nicely. It's a little bit less visible, but hey, that's what I do to clean it. Now let's go make breakfast. Since I was able to eat to a certain extent before, but my esophagus hates me, that's a totally different story. I'll tell that to you later. I have decided to blend my food. Sorry, dark hallway, forgot to turn the lights on. I've decided to blend my food and forego formulas for the most part. But let me show you what all I do have. And reminder, this is not sponsored. This is just stuff that I have purchased for my own benefit. So let's turn it around and see what we got. Okay, so far this is the stuff that I've got. Yes, you can use baby food. That is absolutely no problem with that. I bought Kate Farm Standard 1 cow per ml. That's just something easy to use. And then I also bought Real Food Blends. The main reason I bought this is because I'm going on an airplane, not this coming weekend, but next weekend I'm going to get my grandkids. And I tried to have it delivered to my son's house, but for some reason I couldn't make it work, so I had it delivered here. But I can take these with me because I can tell them I have medically necessary liquids over 3 ounces, and I'll probably have to take a little bit longer in the line, but it'll be worth it. I'm gonna try to video that. I also bought some of these yesterday. I can blend those up too. But let's make breakfast today. Okay, so for breakfast, I'm gonna use this baby food that I bought. Yes, I'm gonna steal it from my grandson. Okay, this was a frozen banana that I put in the refrigerator to thaw, so it looks gross, but it'll still be fine. And some blueberries, half an avocado, and orange juice. Now I'm going to put this all in my Vitamix, and I'm not going to make y'all listen to it because it's really loud, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Alrighty, I got it all blended up. I think that's the consistency that I would like. You can hear Dot walking around. I did need a little bit more liquid, so I put some more orange juice in it, but I think that's going to go through the tube very nicely. Let me get it plated up and I'll show you how I eat it. Alright, I got out the fine china for this. That's what it's going to look like. I already have some in my tube, and we'll show you the feed in a minute. But I was going to show you that I have a Vitamix blender, and I just washed it. What I did is I put about that much hot water in it, just over the blades, put in a drop of dishwashing liquid, and then I turned it on high, which mine is high right here, for several minutes, and then I rinsed it out, and it kind of cleans itself. Now, if you're going to blend your own food, you're going to need a high-speed blender. The Ninjas, I've read, may work. I bought this several years ago off QVC with the intent of, I'm going to make smoothies. Never thought I'd be making the ultimate smoothies. But anyway, I think I've read that BlendTech blenders will give a medical discount. I don't know what you would have to do for that. But anyway, let's get to eating. Alright, I've already taken my tube out of the pouch. My hands have been cleaned. I've gotten my food up into my syringe, and we'll just go for a little bit. Make sure your clamp is closed. Oh, I also have another expensive glass of water. I'll need that later. But anyway, make sure this is closed before you pull this open, because if you have this open and you happen to cough or sneeze, stomach contents are going to come out. I haven't experienced that yet, but that's what I've been told. So, I'm going to open that. I'm going to seat that firmly down there. And I like to hold mine like this. And then I'm going to release the clamp. Now I'm going to start pushing. I'm not going to bore you with the entire feed because sometimes it can take a little while. But anyway, you have to figure out how much you can put in your stomach. That's going to vary, and in fact that might vary with every day or every feed, because sometimes you feel like eating more and sometimes you feel like eating less. And the thickness, you need to get that straight so you know how thick you need it to go through your tube, or how thin you might need it. That also depends on the size of the tube. You never want chunks, because the chunks are going to get caught probably in the valve that's inside. And on mine, I can't replace that. That would have to go to the doctor, and this is not one I want to have replaced right now. But anyway, as you see, that took just a minute, and I'm through with that. Before you take this off, make sure you close the clamp. Now, I'm going to get through eating, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how to flush it. Okay, that took me probably 8 to 10 minutes maybe, depending on how fast you can push it. And again, that's on your preference and what you can take, and the temperature is what you can take. They recommend room temperature to maybe warm, not cold, but again, that's all your preferences. Now, as you can see, there's still stuff in my tube because that's how it goes. So I have to flush it. I have washed the port out, rinsed it out to make sure none of the mixture is still in there. I have washed my syringe and filled it with water. So basically, I'm just going to do the same thing. And I'm going to push it through there. And I like to push it pretty fast. Like I said, as long as you can tolerate it, it's fine. The water is a little bit cooler than the other stuff, and I can feel that. It feels pretty funny. And I like to do 2 syringes just to make sure. But the reason why I push the first one fast is because it helps clean out the tube and get some of the stuff that's kind of stuck to the sides on there. So I like to push it kind of fast. And I'm just going to push some more water. That's basically all you do. Close the clamp. Remove this. Cap it back. Anyway, I just want to let you know what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and if you see that I'm doing something wrong, please put it in the comments below. Let me know. Help me out. I am new to this. Like I said, I just got this less than a week ago, so I'm anxious to find out any of your information. So reply down below, give me some thumbs up emojis, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when I put out some probably other crazy video and show you how I'm taking care of my stoma and my G-tube. So have a good day, and I'm fixing to clean up the kitchen and go eat. Bye.